Okay, Nikke fans, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but probably not ladies and girls because let's face it, this is Nikke. They're not really catering to the female persuasion for the most part. And if my analytics are any measurement of who's watching Nikke uploads on this channel, it's 99% men or dudes. Anyways, this is What's Wrong with Nikke 2025, and this is not the first time I've tried recording this video. Now, I'm not just going to sit here and make you watch this screen. Instead, I'm going to make you watch me do my dailies while I rant about things that are wrong with Nikke. So, let's get this started before the anniversary comes out, because that might be the only thing that saves this game at this point. Now, don't get me wrong. If I hate Nikke so much, why am I still playing it? Well, I'll tell you. The music is absolutely phenomenal. Like, from top to bottom, there's very few songs in the entire game that I just don't like. I guess we'll do the event first, because that will take the least amount of time, which is a good thing. So, this is What's Wrong with Nikke, and I'm starting out with something that I actually like about Nikke. How ironic is that? So, the new character, Delta, I mean, she's a pretty good character. I mean, she's definitely fan servicey enough for the majority of people who play Nikke. So if you haven't watched the video of her Bond story, I suggest you do so because I uploaded it and that helps me out. So as you can see here, it doesn't take very long to actually go through and finish events like this, other than the loading screens. But luckily for you, the loading screens aren't boring because I'm going to keep talking, because that's what I'm going to do because I've had to re-upload this video multiple times. I just got a new microphone. Let me know if it's working good or not, because I haven't done a lot of testing with it because it came from Amazon yesterday. All right, so, is this the train? No, it's a blacksmith. I thought it was funny that they had a event that was going to bring a lot of people in with the Resident Evil collab, and they decided, hey, you know what people love? Houses. Who doesn't love the train? New players will find that easy, right? No, fuck you, new players. We're gonna go with the train right out of the gate, hit you right in the face with one of the most annoying bosses in the entire game. Well, for a new player, anyways. And yeah, I know my team is Dookie. I just don't care enough, and I'm pretty sure I just hit auto. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about it. Although if I died here, that would be pretty funny. So, let's wrap this up. Yeah, we know. We see the fit, Crown. It's showtime. Okay, so Noir, you get a pass, obviously. If you haven't checked out the Noir Bond story, if this is like the first video you've ever watched for Nikke, that would be awfully pretty strange in my opinion. But if you haven't seen the Bond story for Noir, I've obviously uploaded it, and it's like one of my highest viewed video ever, which makes sense because the Bunny twins were goated at the time. Unfortunately, not so much anymore. All right, so we're all done with the events, and we should spend our money. And if you're anything like me, you don't need most of this stuff. Well, I mean, I bought most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that, and we'll buy those. Because I like buying things with money that I don't have to take out of my credit card. Alright. More loading screens. Beautifully optimized, as always, shift up. Alright, let's buy the free stuff. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but for those of you out there that love doing math, I get 10 credits on the daily, and I get another 50 on the weekly. How many weeks will it take me to get 3,000 credits? If you can figure out the math and put it in the comments below, I will subscribe to your channel. How about that? Alright, so, one down. Friends list. Did I already do that? Apparently I did. Sorry, that wasn't recorded. You can, well, there's not a lot you can do about that, okay? I logged in to do some testing. We're gonna buy our credits. We're gonna skip everything because everything else sucks because it's not free. We're gonna buy that. And I'll buy some of these. I mean, I'm gonna try to buy some of these with my fat fingers all over the place.
Everything in our shop
Yeah, I could buy a lot of those, but I don't care. Could buy some of that, but I also don't care. I could spend money here. You know, I got 3,000 of those, 3,000 of those, and 3,000 of those. So, as you can tell, I'm not spending a lot on new Nikkes lately.
This is the electronic
So, is
integration
Delta
system
worth
of the
it?
central government.
I mean, let's find out, shall we? Should I invest in her?
My shirt will never be aimed at you, Commander.
Okay, well, I guess maybe we will invest in her. Alright, so, don't need any more of this. So, what I wanted to complain about, 5 minutes into the video where I haven't complained nearly enough. So, I have recently become the de facto leader of a union. Here it is here. I've cleaned out the place. Yoink. Now, the thing is, all these people in here, all 20 of them, you know, they want to be in a group with people that actually play the game. So we've got a couple people that aren't playing, not related to what's wrong with Nikke, I'm sure. I'm sure they just found some other game to play, like that racing game with the horses. Anyways, so let's see here. I've got some spots to fill. So how do I fill spots on my union? I don't want these people to put in their effort and not get rewarded because there's not enough people in the union. That's my job as a union leader, to make sure that they get what they're signed up for, right? Otherwise, they'll go somewhere else. So, I want to maybe look at my friends list. Oh, they're not in a union. Okay. Would you like to join my union, person? Okay, person. Let's see here. They're not in a union. So I can't click on that because they're not in a union. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there's their name. I can report them. Okay, that's not very helpful. I've copied their ID. Perfect. So what do I do with that? I can look at their profile card info. All right, that's fine. Maybe I just need to, wait, maybe I do a search. What's their ID? Let's put that in there, shall we? Yeah, like that. Oh, yeah, there they are. I'm already, okay, so I can add them as a friend or I can block them. All right, that doesn't seem very helpful. But I mean, surely in 2025, I can just, you know, go to my union here and I could add them. Right, okay, no. No. Shooting range, that doesn't seem helpful. The shop. All right, what if I edit this message? No. Okay, do you see what I'm doing here? This is obviously for dramatic effect. I am vamping my brains out because there is no way. There's no way to, like, add anybody in here, as far as I can tell. If I'm wrong, let me know. Because I would love to know. Oh, I can disband the union. Okay, that's fun. I can make a mail. That doesn't seem helpful to somebody who's not actually in the union. Interesting. So as you can see, it's 2025, and the most basic AF thing, adding someone to your union, guild, alliance, etc., is not there. So I believe the only option is for me to go on Reddit and then post that I have openings and people can join, and maybe they'll message me and maybe they won't. But let's be honest. Who goes on Reddit? Alright, so we've got the costume mission pass. Now, it'd be easy to, you know, gripe about gacha costume pricing or mission pass pricing, because, I mean, here we have a skin for K, a character that was widely ignored for years.
Why do you keep bothering me?
Or what seemed like years, anyways.
Or
and now she has a skin. Okay, it's not an alt, it's just a skin, so she doesn't actually get any better. And call me crazy, but I haven't been using K except in, like, you know, when she gets bonus points for special events. Alright, so let's have a look at this place here. This beautiful area, because this is what the arc really looks like. I mean, it's kind of lit. Unless it's all just a simulation or a hologram. I forget what the story keeps telling us. One of those two things is, yeah, the arc is just a bunch of lies. not on like real political climates right now, but we won't touch on that stuff, right? We would never mix politics and video games. All right, so the advised sessions. Now, I have to do 10 of these a day, and I am running out of people to advise because Signal is obviously not my favorite. Mika is definitely not my favorite. Mana, you know what? Mana gets a pass. She got released from NPC jail, and I kind of like Mana. Grave, obviously, Cinderella's bodyguard. She gets a pass. Mahira, little freaky even for me, and you have an alt now, so this one is pretty much useless. Trina, yeah, Trina gets a pass too because she's kind of a free spirit, but I'm going to be honest. Her eyebrows are a little bushy, and I'm not even sure she has eyes or a nose. Emma, you get a pass even though you can't cook.
Have you ever felt
You cooked in your Bond story. That's good enough for me. You don't even have a name, so that's fun. I believe she does have a name though. I think it's Anne. And then Neon, I'll be honest, you're not my favorite, but I've seen some really good cosplays of you, so that's cool. And then we have Belorta, and I haven't even done enough advice sessions with her. I meditate? Yeah, I meditate. I don't eat. It sounds boring? Oh, okay. Chat. Getting roasted by Belorta. That's fine. I'm never going to use you unless they give you an alt, which would be cool. Don't get me wrong. And then there's Snow White, but I'm out of attempts. So that's fine. How about we give you something to eat? Do you have something to eat? You can eat that. How about you just eat that instead?
Is it edible?
No, it's not edible.
Survival supplies?
No, it's not.
I'm sure they'll come in handy.
Snow White, please.
Bon appetit.
Okay, this is a serious video, Snow White, and you're ruining it. Still really like the character though, because I didn't get her for like 2 years. Oh, so that's a nice little segue. That was completely not intentional because I'm just riffing off the top of my head, in case that wasn't very obvious. People like to complain about gacha rates, so let's prove them wrong, because I've got a couple tickets. We can spend those because I don't care. They're just tickets. And I may not have enough tickets to pull all the new characters for the 3rd anniversary, which it might sound like I'm not really excited for, and let's be honest, it's the 3rd one. We've done this twice before. You've really got to nail it if you want to get people to talk about it. I mean, it'll probably reach #1 on the Play Store. They'll probably give you some free tickets. So if you haven't got a lot of savings like I do, as you can see, I mean, you could probably help out with that by, subscribing to the channel and all that good stuff. So we're going to recruit the standard since it's all I got, and I don't want to buy any more deltas. All right, 20 pulls. Watch how many SSRs I get. Also, in case it wasn't obvious, I've been streaming on Twitch, but if you don't follow me on there, you can follow me on there. Because I've mostly been playing Red Dead Redemption and Luck Be a Landlord, because I love gambling. Okay, gambling is the best thing ever. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. People that don't like gambling are losers. Because if you're always winning, you're gonna like gambling. All right, let's just see what happens. Okay, that was a fluke. We don't talk about that. Okay, this never happened. Well, I'll edit this out eventually. Okay, because what's supposed to happen is I get like 2 or 3 SSRs and good ones, not like what's her name? Tove? Yeah, people like Tove. Tove's okay, but she's not exactly a powerhouse. Okay, that's only 20. Okay, that's not a good measurement for testing. The hypothesis and the conclusion, the scientific principle, and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll get an SSR off camera, and maybe I'll let you guys know about it. Maybe I won't. But the fact of the matter is, it's not a very generous game in terms of currency. Like, you can save up, and you can get lucky, but for the most part, they want you to spend that money, and that's how they come in I don't know, 20th place in terms of most popular gachas in terms of spending. But anyways, we're working on dailies. We're talking about things that we don't like about Nikke. And if I have to tell you things about Nikke I don't like, it's this screen right here. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I don't do the arena. I don't do interception. I don't care about lost sector. I probably should, but it really doesn't matter that much. The only things that I actually like doing is simulation room because it takes 2 seconds. I mean, it takes a lot. It's a lot faster. So credit where credit is due. They've updated it. They even gave us a nice new user interface. Wow, so generous. I'm feeling very enriched by the experience. I don't know about you guys. Anyways, we're gonna skip all these because I don't care. And, you know, I don't want to yap forever. I was only supposed to yap for the same amount of time that I yapped in the video that I recorded that you couldn't hear me say anything in, which some of you might enjoy. Sadistic mother. Anyways, let's get this over with because it's fast. That's what she said. Okay, so hopefully I'm loud enough so I don't have to re-record this again. But the fact of the matter is, there's some problems. Okay, we talked about things like, or we haven't talked about even half of the things because I keep rambling and yapping for no reason. The events. Okay, so events have been very hit and miss. And some people that say they're a hit, some people will say they're a miss. You know, everyone's got a different opinion, and that's great. But my opinion is the one that we're going with here. And in my opinion, uh, let's start with Resident Evil. Okay, Resident Evil, I was hyped for. I've loved Resident Evil since I was playing it on the PlayStation 1 because I'm that fucking old. Now, the game was terrible. So let's be honest. If I go back and play Resident Evil 1, I can't stand it. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, they're the best ones. Fight me. I don't care. They are the best ones. Okay, why is it taking so long to kill this guy? Anyways, I was hyped for the Resident Evil collab, and there were parts of it I did enjoy. Obviously, having the entire map event change to the mansion from the first, or the iconic mansion from all of them, when you think about it, most of the time anyways, that was baller. I enjoyed that. I thought it was chef's kiss. The music has been great. It's, you know, my music right now when I'm not on this screen. Let's do a tribe tower. Let's see here. I'm stuck on Mother Whale and I'm stuck on him. What's it, Mother Whale? Yeah,
Virtual environment configurations complete.
Oh no, it's the train. Yeah, I haven't actually sat down and actually tried playing the train. I usually just put it on auto and die, which is fine.
I expect
An
your
attempt is still an
operation
attempt,
well planned.
and I get my credits. So let's put this team on for, like, Marciana is not great, but I got her maxed out. And my voice cracks. I got Marciana maxed out, basically. And I mean, there's only so many, you know, B2s I can put in there instead. I could put in Diesel. I could put in Aquamarine Helm. Sure.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wait a minute. You know, let's use
Dreaming
Delta.
ninja thief,
Does
ready
she even
for
have
duty.
any equipment on? Is she all level 1 stats? I mean, she has equipment on. So, sure. Let's hit this one. Upgrade. And we'll upgrade that to whatever I want. Because I don't spend anything. That only took 5 hours. Thanks for that. Alright. No, don't oh, okay. We gotta cut that part out. That did not happen. Yeah. As you can see, my phone is dying since I've got a microphone plugged into it. That's fine though. So let's not waste much more time with this. We'll just run it. Run it, please. So the Resident Evil collab was not the worst one. We all know the worst one was Chainsaw Man because of the Makama coat incident, which Shiftoff actually said, oh,
I'll be treating
people
this
don't
no
like that.
different
Let's
from
get rid of
real
that. So they
combat.
got rid of a coat. And since then, it's been coats and hair ever since, much to the displeasure of many of the fan base of Nikke. And the Bond stories. Since I post Bond stories, in case you didn't know, I get to see most of the comments that make it through, and I even get to see the comments that don't make it through, that are censored by YouTube. There's a lot of people that are very passionate about making sure the commander has his way, I guess you could say, with each Nikke, or each Nikke has their way with him, is probably the more appropriate way of saying it. And there's been plenty of it. There's been Bond episodes that people just aren't happy with, and I understand that. Like, I wasn't happy with the Dorothy alt and her Bond story because she keeps crying about her dead girlfriend from how many years ago? 500? 200? I don't know. It's been a while. Seems to get over it. As the Mother Whale intro takes forever. Alright, let them have it, girls. Or let her have it. Either way, nobody's shooting. I'm pretty sure my game is just about to die.
I look forward to welcoming
Okay,
the morning
yep.
with you.
So the Rappy alt didn't even talk about that. It gets a pass from me.
Reload.
And by alt, I mean costume for her alt. Can I just, like, skip this? I don't know what I did to the settings to get the microphone the way I wanted it, but it is looking terrible. Yeah, we're gonna pretend that never happened. Okay, bye. Let's just go back to the shop. Alright, so I've been rambling about Nikke 2025. What's wrong? What could be better? Few might be nitpicky things, but overall, they're trying.
Told you
Okay, they added quick battles to the campaign when you're grossly overleveled, which I appreciate for the 5 minutes it took me to get through the normal campaign. And they never added it to the hard mode, which I guess kind of goes in the opposite direction. Huh. Well, I think I've rambled long enough. About the same amount that I rambled last time, although the content is probably different. I'm not psychic. I can't remember what I said in the past. Or not psychic. I guess that would make me photo eidetic memory or whatever Sheldon Cooper has. Anyways, I do like making these videos. I like yapping about things that I've been interested in this coming up on the 3rd anniversary. I'm obviously pretty interested in Nikke. Seeing where it goes, seeing what they do right, seeing what they do wrong, whether I keep playing it or not, that remains to be seen. But I do like uploading the videos for everybody that watches them, so if you are one of those people, thank you very much. If you're not, come on, man. It's a subscribe button. It's not going to kill you. Until the next video, thanks for watching.